Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and welcome to my presentation. I would like to quickly introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Zamri bin Zulkifli, and my metric number is 247802. Thank you for listening. Today, I'm looking forward to talk with you about my final year project that is forecasting the price of Bitcoin. Have you ever heard of Bitcoin? It is an innovative payment network and a new kind of money. I will explain further in my presentation. By the end of my presentation, I would like for you to know what is the best method that we can use to forecast the Bitcoin price. Okay, this is the content of this presentation. Okay, for introduction, the Bitcoin is a transaction tools in the form of digital currency. Bitcoin was developed by someone who had the same name as Satoshi Nakamoto in 2009. Bitcoin became the trending topic since 2014 and a new transaction option in the internet world. Bitcoin is created using data mining processes. Miner, that is Bitcoin player, use sophisticated computer to decipher the complex mathematics in finding new block of Bitcoin, and if the miner find, it will be rewarded with numbers of Bitcoin. If the Bitcoin price can be predicted accurately, it is an advantage as we can know what is the time of the Bitcoin will grow. Before it grow, we can buy, and then if the Bitcoin will not grow, we can sell. Okay, next we move to problem statement. Market prediction is particularly difficult due to its complex nature. However, the dynamics are not entirely unpredictable. Prediction involves analysis to predict the market direction using various methods such as statistical analysis, technical analysis, to fundamental analysis, among the others. In December 16, 2017, the price of one Bitcoin has jumped up to $19497.40, which is the highest one, but then slowly decreasing from there. It is hard to tell whether the Bitcoin price will fall or grow. Hence, this problem has raised the importance of understanding the market value of Bitcoin price characteristic to assist trader making wise investment decision. And then we move to objective. The first one is to identify the pattern and the trend to get a sense where is the price of Bitcoin is going, and then to model the price of Bitcoin using the suitable method and technique. And third one is to determine the best method that have best accuracy in forecasting the Bitcoin. Then the fourth one is to forecast the future Bitcoin price using the best method. The significance of study. This study contribute for the individual that is a Bitcoin trader, so that they can know when is the time of Bitcoin price will signal to grow or fall. The Bitcoin trader can decide whether to buy or sell a currency pair at a given time based on the study. And then for the researcher, allow them to better understand on what are the best method that will affect the Bitcoin in price behavior. Okay, next we move to literature view. For the first one, I refer to Satoshi Nakamoto from the journal Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system written in 2008 for a better meaning of Bitcoin. And then next is written by Ansari Saleh Ahmad. That is a comparison of alpha swap indicator and ARIMA method in renewable energy forecasting in Indonesia. The method of predicting alpha swap indicator was more suitable to forecasting the data of renewable energy. Then from the journal forecasting historical data of Bitcoin using ARIMA and alpha swap indicator in 2018, I can say that from this journal, ARIMA has a good accuracy in predicting the historical data of Bitcoin. And then we move to trading Bitcoin and online time series prediction written by Muhammad J. Amjad and Devarat Shah. Two approaches that conform to the framework: classification algorithm and directly learning the empirical condition distribution. And then to the nonlinear autoregressive with exogenous input. The MLP based NARC prediction model for Bitcoin price forecasting is presented in this paper. Validation test, that is autocorrelation, cross correlation, and residual histogram analysis indicate the best model was valid, while fitting the test, OSA and regression test, indicating that the model could fit the data set well. And lastly, forecasting fund immortality rate for China. To see the accuracy of alpha swing indicator, ARIMA and HOLT winter method. Based on the result of the forecasting, it found that alpha swing indicator has smaller MSE and MAPE other than the other method, that is ARIMA and HOLT winter. Okay, next we move to methodology from the data collection. A secondary data from 2014 to 2019, historical data. The independent variable is Bitcoin price, and then the independent variable is years. Phase. For the first one, there is partitioning, and then second phase is determine the pattern. The third phase list down possible technique, and then fourth phase modeling, fifth evaluation, and then choose the best technique. Lastly, forecast. Okay, for the first partitioning, I simply make two part of this by using 2014 to 2018 as the modeling part, and then I use 2019 data to evaluate, and then 2020 is for forecasting. For the phase 2, determine the pattern. First one is plot YT VST, and then autocorrelation function, and then use see the pattern, whether it trend or seasonality, and then you can make a confirmation by using cross coverage for seasonality test, whether they have seasonality or not. And then phase 3, list down possible technique. The possible technique is a naive model, and then additive and multiplicative decomposition method. And then for double exponential smoothing, I use Brown's and HOLT method. Lastly, Box-Jenkins ARIMA. Next, for the fourth phase is list down the possible techniques. In this phase, calculation for all the techniques are performed to obtain the error measurement for modeling and evaluation part. For the phase 6 is choose the best technique. Error measurement within the family method, error measurement across family method. That is, I use MAD, MSE, RMSE, MAPE, and MPE. And then lastly, for the last phase, forecast. The best method will be used in forecasting the feature. The forecast of the data will be done in simple approach. Okay, this is my data analysis for this. The plot YT and versus T. The trend of Bitcoin price from 2014 and to 2019 is shown in figure 1. According to the figure, the type of trend that is present is upward trend by this trend line. This means the Bitcoin price will increase by years and it may continue further. The trend has been identified. And then move to autocorrelation function. From this autocorrelation function, we can see the RK is slowly growing to 0. And then for the confirmation whether they have seasonality or not, we use hypothesis testing. And then for the hash null, you can say S1 is equal to S2, and then until the S12 that is equal to 1. there is no seasonality. And then H1 is Sn is not equal to the 1. Okay, for the test statistic is 5.733, and then the critical value is 19.67. The deviation is test statistic is lower than the critical value, so we cannot reject H null. In conclusion, there is no seasonality in the data. For the technique used for the trend pattern is naive model, additive and multiplicative decomposition, and then DES, Brown method, and HOLT method. Lastly, I use Box-Jenkins ARIMA. And then for naive model, this is the result that I get. And then decomposition method according from the table above. The multiplicative decomposition method give the least error measurement comparing to the additive decomposition method for both of the modeling and evaluation part. And then for the double exponential smoothing, for the modeling part, Brown's method give the smallest error measurement. On the other hand, the evaluation part, HOLT give the least error measurement. And then lastly, the method is Box-Jenkins ARIMA. Using the expert modeler and SPSS, the best tentative model defined by SPSS is ARIMA 010. And then identify the best technique. Comparing for the both evaluation and modeling part, double exponential smoothing HOLT method hold the best fit value for the data. Eventually, this method will be used to forecast the picture of Bitcoin. You can see this the yellow one is the smallest. And then for the forecast, the best fit method that result from the error measurement will be used to forecast the future Bitcoin price. The best method is double exponential smoothing HOLT method. Based on this table, the monthly Bitcoin forecasted for 1 year ahead, which is 2020. As the result, December in the month is the highest forecasted Bitcoin price, that is $7618.76, while the lowest price is on January, that is lowest. And then conclusion, in the study, the Bitcoin price has been forecasted. The data used upward from January 2014 to January 2019, secondary time series data. The trend represent is upward trend. Double exponential smoothing HOLT method was identified as the best model to forecast the Bitcoin price for the year of 2020 by analyzing the last year data. As the result, December is the highest month forecasted, as the Bitcoin price is the highest, $7,618.76, while the lowest one is on January, that is the price $7,546.21. The model is therefore adequate and appropriate to forecast future Bitcoin price in the catchment, which is can help trader to plan their trading activities ahead of time. And then for the lastly, limitation and recommendation. For the limitation, there are a few limitations that identified during the study period. The reference regarding the formula or method are very limited, and available resources are too different from the other. The article regarding the method are also limited. The price of Bitcoin can also be affected by many other factors. Recommendation: for the future researcher, there are few additional can be made. Please take consideration by using other time series model or software that can predict the data more precisely. Thank you. If you have any other question, you can ask me.